been playing. We got a 5 minute delay here. I don't know how this is working.
It's that time of year.
We're doing it not very good.
Maybe a sleigh ride if the snow keeps falling. Maybe we'll stay home and friends will be calling. We'll gather together with family so near, sharing our memories. It's that time of year. Hello. What am I supposed to say?
So say thank you. I know she's watching.
Selma's watching?
Yeah.
Well, ain't they pretty? Thank you.
I don't know when 1450 is going to start playing the Wild Bob Ronnie show. It's supposed to be on right now. Well, I have my own show if they're going to have theirs.
I don't think they're going to have theirs.
You reckon nobody went? That'd be pretty good.
I don't know.
1450
Here it comes.
WLAF.com and FM 100.9.
There's
Hey,
a delay here.
watch Rousey and Bean. Don't give The Rock a chance.
Where's Wild Bob Ronnie?
Well,
Well, let me see if I can find out.
this is what happens when you don't go.
Nobody went.
This is exciting. Who'd you call?
I don't know. It said it'd been disconnected.
Maybe that's your problem. Oh, I'm getting water on me.
Okay. Well, Wild Bob Ronnie, you're not on the radio. I mean, you're not on the internet. They're not streaming it for some reason. Let's see here. Well, that's low down. Yeah, and I can't hear you. You're not on. I know you're supposed to be on 1450 streaming, and they've not got it on.
On the internet.
Yeah.
Tell them on the internet.
Not where I'm at. I can't. I can't pick up either one of them. What's the temp? Where? What's the temperature where you're at? It's 74 here. but they've not got the thing set up right. I don't know. They've got the idiots running the show again, I guess. But you don't have any. You're not on the 1450 streaming. They're still playing music. I don't know if.
And in the end, we hope
Hey,
to wind up with
hey, yeah, it's
like
coming
it
on.
and make you get off
It's
the
just
grid
delayed.
and do
Boy, I
something
reckon
about
it's got a
it.
good
Yeah,
delay
yeah.
on it. It's usually a minute, and this time it looks like about 5 minutes. Well, I'm sorry, there ain't no idiots running, and the idiots down here in Miami. You still there?
They hung up on you.
Hung up on me.
Maybe it was because you turned on the radio.
No.
Radio station in La
You got
Follette,
one
Tennessee,
viewer.
US of A.
Yeah,
We
it's
want to tell you
Selma.
how much we appreciate the opportunity.
I hope she's enjoying the show.
Yeah, you hung up on the star of the show. It's working now. It's working now. Yeah. Well, it's 74 degrees and the sun's shining. Humidity's 55%. Um, the view is terrific, especially um, for people with good eyes. Everybody ought to be here. No, they won't let me fish. They're afraid they'll put the fishing industry out of business if I wet a hook. I've just had such tremendous luck fishing. Well, guys, carry on. I'll see you tomorrow. Ike's home. Ike, Ike, I bring, I, I'll bring you a coconut. Ike's home and garden the fort, so I guess we're all right there. See you, fellers. Bye. Well, everybody, looks like we finally got Wild Bob and Ronnie playing.
Now,
Well,
anything else going on?
no hurricanes in Key West,
No
Florida.
hurricanes or nothing. What I want to do, let's see how we can dial out on this. I want to dial 562-2529. We're going to get an on-the-spot report from Napa Auto Sales.
What's the number?
562-2529.
You're my little sore mouthed daughter.
Folks, we're trying to call Napa.
Are we
Where's
commentating
Napa
on the
stand for, Bob?
commentators?
I really we are. Just
Napa Auto
listen.
Sales?
What does Napa
Yeah,
stand
it
for?
stands for National Automobile Parts Association.
They don't answer the phone.
And I do believe Randy has gone fishing.
They're busy all day.
Right, yeah.
Why are they
I
calling
believe
him?
he
I don't know.
closes up about 3 on Saturday.
They may be running numbers
Yeah.
too.
Ain't that never working, that looks like.
Could be doing that, yeah. Okay. That's all right. We'll get back to them. I'm going to tell you about Napa Auto Parts, one of the best kept secrets here in
What
LaFollette,
a show.
Tennessee.
Why are
Well,
they,
Bob and Ron
why are they
show.
mad about it?
Is it WAL?
Yeah.
Okay, could you play Silent Night?
No, but I can hum it for you.
What?
They used to have a dog on there.
I feel like an outsider.
Hey, no school tomorrow now.
Right, no school tomorrow, and the parade was at 6 o'clock last Saturday.
Yeah.
They may play it in a little bit, okay?
Tell her
Okay,
about
right.
Thank
562.
you.
Donald, 562-1450 and get them to play it.
Okay?
Oh, okay.
All right, see ya. But I don't believe if we're
Oh.
on the air.
They gonna play it.
Go through.
Oh, they thought they were calling the.
Yeah.
We'll find out in a minute.
Well, what I'm saying is, how can they play Silent Night when we're on 1450 and on...
Wild Bob and Ron,
Hey,
Hey, guys, how you doing?
you're
hang
great.
in there.
What's
Oh,
happening?
don't miss a trick, have you? How they gonna play it with us on there?
I have no earthly idea. You ain't been throwing out no teddy bears, have you?
Yeah, I've been throwing at teddy bears and I'll say about 1,200, 1,300 pounds of candy.
Right, I know that. How are you?
Doing pretty good. I got froze, did but I'm making it.
All right, well, good. Well, we
Hey,
appreciate
we
you.
missed you, buddy.
Okay, we appreciate you.
Hey, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you and to the radio station and everybody out there listening.
Right, okay,
Happy
great. I'll
New
be
Year.
right to get my
Right,
teddy bear.
I can't believe we're commentating on the commentators.
I think we're commenting.
See, bye-bye.
Okay, commenting on the commentators?
Yeah.
My
Commentator.
understanding is they got Lonnie Van in
Taters.
custody.
Yeah, uncommentator.
Lonnie Lee Van, he was picked up last night down at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
I heard about that.
apprehended him.
Why in the world would a man fleeing the law go to Myrtle Beach? They got more laws per square foot down there than we do in the city of LaFollette.
And also, man,
I don't know about that.
runs a very serious chance of taking a chicken bone in his foot.
You know,
I didn't understand that.
What? What are you
if
on
he really wanted to
about,
evade the
Bob?
law, he should have gone to Normie or Wynoni.
Right? Well, best place I know where they don't really arrest nobody is here in LaFollette, Tennessee, in County.
We got a cop for every 281 people in LaFollette.
We got more law enforcement per population in Campbell County than anywhere else in the United States.
I don't think he fact checked that.
If you got
Bob,
one of those
I don't doubt
buses
it. Bob says
drive
they're gonna,
through,
he can
let's
hum
say,
Silent Night.
Speedwell to Caryville, you'll get hit 40 times.
At least, yeah, at least. But you know, they really got it made. They don't need but two policemen per shift. You know, 3 shifts a day, because sooner or later everybody's gonna ride up and down Jacksonville bikes. They put one on one end, one on the other, and you're gonna catch them sooner or later. You know, because there's no other way to go. I've heard of a lot of one-horse towns, but this is the only one road town that I've ever been a part of. And nobody, I was talking about this the other night, and I'm somewhat of a smart aleck. Maybe a whole lot of a smart aleck.
Well, Bob and Ron,
Hey,
I never seen such a bit of courage in my life as law enforcement. It took about 6 of them to get one guy Walmart the other night.
they run in packs.
Yeah. Well,
They're a cult. They run in packs.
They gotta cover everybody, don't they?
They're like Harry Krishna. You never see one. You always see them in a pack.
Yeah. You guys have a good.
Thank you, buddy.
appreciate you. Well, what I was going to say, you know, I know I'm somewhat of a smart aleck, but we were talking about this problem that we have here in LaFollette with one road going through it. Nobody that I know of in the past 15 years has even tried to get additional roads in here, and they don't have to be a
How long is it,
bypass
an hour?
to search, you know, every
Yeah,
time I
so
mention
keep
something,
right that
oh,
road.
we got
I
the
just
lake
started
here,
plugging
we
the
got the
computer.
mountains here and everything. I said, Lord, have you ever been down to New Orleans? They ain't got nothing there, they ride on bridges everywhere they go. But
Bob, if we built another road into LaFollette, we'd need 40 more cops.
at
Just
least,
the police was that.
like, it took, what was it, it took 22 more or 20 more to place an additional 1,300 people.
In LaFollette, in 1956, we had 4 full-time cops and 1 car.
Right.
And the population was 6,000. 1 policeman for every 1,500 people. Today, we have 7,300 people, and we have 26 full-time cops. So we needed 22 more cops to handle 1,300 people.
Those are policemen now.
Fellas,
What a show.
we'll change the subject just a little bit. What do you think about the where our budget's going as far as the country is concerned? What's the latest you've heard? And I'll tell you the latest I've heard on it.
On the budget,
Yeah.
well, it's just same old, all the time, you know.
As long as the printers up there in the Federal Reserve keep printing money, they're good to
We ain't
go.
gonna run out
What's
of money as
the
long as we can keep printing it all the
Senator
time.
from Massachusetts there, the lady.
I don't think that's how it
Bachman?
works.
Warren,
No,
Work for
Michelle
them.
Bachman.
Okay.
Now, what-
As long as you got checks, you
she's
still
a
got money in the
congresswoman
bank.
from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, okay.
Yeah.
Or Minnesota. Is it Wisconsin or Minnesota?
Minnesota.
May one, anyhow, she and I believe one of the congressmen or senators from Iowa were interviewed the other night on a talk show. And they were right put out because they had met with Boehner to make a suggestion or two on this budget. And they was kind of pretty much informed, it seems like, that this deal on this budget was cut back in September between Boehner and Obama. They had a meeting and whatever and worked this thing out in September. Now, Obama is well pleased with this thing. And the reason being that he got Obamacare financed through this thing. Also, the immigration bill's been financed. And I read an article today. I was trying to figure out how that they financed Obamacare. Where they're financing Obamacare is through, this is the part that people don't never, it's in there, but you don't hear it. The insurance companies are going to be reimbursed for the money they lose for writing these real low economical insurance policies. They're going to be reimbursed.
And also policies that only cover pre-existing conditions.
Well, all this
Pinching a little
stuff
bit off
that it
sometimes.
costs to reimburse them,
What do you
the
mean?
insurance companies, is
Low
going to be paid by
economical?
the taxpayers.
Right.
And this is going to go on
That's
through
exactly a 10.
2017. Okay, on January 1st of 2017, the government ceases to reimburse these insurance companies. When they do that, the insurance rate,
Can you hear the radio?
some estimates are that it'll go as high as 97%, 97% increase in the premiums.
Right, yeah.
Okay? If they don't, then of course this is going to be right after the presidential election.
Right.
But I couldn't understand how that they could do this on this pre-existing and all this other stuff, and that's how they're going to be able to do it. Because the government is going to reimburse like Blue Cross and whatever else for the money they lose.
Right.
It's interesting how all this is done. But I thought it was quite interesting that the deal was worked out in September. And what it boils
She
down
might
to
not have
is
her
what we're
sound
seeing
on.
is all what people would call Hollywood.
We're not
This stuff
exactly
is all
saying
for the
much.
show.
Well, that's
What
playing.
was it the Gruber said that we're stupid
They were playing
or dumb
Wild Wild
voters?
Ronnie.
Right.
This is for our
Yeah.
entertainment.
They ain't gonna miss nothing.
So
We
that,
didn't hear them
It's
guys.
all a goober is.
Yeah.
They lie and misinform.
I'm not gonna keep
the
us on the full
American
show.
public
I just
exactly
thought
the way
I'd-
Gruber said because we're too
Oh, yeah, here we go.
stupid
Let's see what they say. Let's go.
to know better.
Well, now the other night in history, I believe it was
I'm not
Monday night
feeling
on a
real
talk show,
perky, but
she made a comment
I'm doing
as to
alright.
coming out of this
Yes, you can hear it.
interrogation thing, waterboarding. It came out the same day as the announcement on the Gruber hearing.
Right.
I didn't catch what she was talking about, but the Gruber hearing and this interrogation thing came out on the same day. Now, since Wednesday,
How can you ask for
what
more?
has
Got
the
them
news
talking
been totally
and us
covered
to
up
look
with?
at. I mean,
It ain't been
you got the
Gruber
best of
or
both
Goober.
worlds.
It's been this interrogation thing.
I don't know
So
about that,
1.1
but
trillion,
Well, you're a world famous
Well, yeah,
star
but
now.
the budget
temporary
thing.
budget.
Well, this thing's going to be for a year. But anyhow, these things were brought out exactly the same time, and if you'll notice the news, you haven't heard another word about Gruber. It's all been this other stuff. So that was held back for 10 years and brought out on exactly the same day as Gruber made his statement before a committee or
It was
Congress.
brought out to embarrass the CIA, to put the CIA
Well, I have
down,
decided
to embarrass
that
the
the
United
Republicans and
States,
Democrats
and
are
put
both
the
working
United
with the same
States down.
people.
You know, I saw
Okay.
a little
And we're just
something
here
about it, and
getting suckered into
they
paying
were
the
talking
bill.
about waterboarding and enhanced interrogation procedures. And then they showed these people jumping out of the Twin Towers. And it says, now which is worse, to be waterboarded or have to jump out of the Twin Towers?
Feinstein ought to be indicted for treason.
I think so.
Well, this was done.
39 terrorists were put through this so-called enhanced interrogation technique. EIT, I think they call it. 39 of them, not a single one of them perished from the experience.
Yeah, I'd say most of them have been released now, haven't they?
Most of them have been released under
Yeah, I don't know
Obama.
about that.
And
of them.
Obama has used drone strikes over 400 times, which has resulted in death from anywhere from 260 to 450 children. Women, elderly, non-combatants have been killed.
That's not counting the terrorists who had never been put on trial by Mr. Holder, never been charged, they've never been read their Miranda rights, but yet Obama blew them up, but he's criticizing
Blowed
George
them away, Tony.
Bush and the CIA because they used enhanced interrogation to get the information they needed.
Exactly.
The world's crazy.
Well, gentlemen, like I say, I'm going back to this thing. What we're seeing on the national news is nothing but Hollywood. It's all scripted in order to point our attention away. They're always pointing our attention away from other things. And this Gruber thing, I don't know where he's at. He's kind of like the president's preacher. I think he's going to take a vacation down in the
That is a major
Highlands.
embarrassment for the White House and Congress. The Gruber come out and let the
Somebody's
world know
calling
that they
him.
really thought about it.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And we got a call, but we'll hit on another one here just a minute. This is Sonny.
Hey, what about Ronnie?
Hello, Bob.
Hey, how are you?
Tell me.
There's no Ronnie, just Wild Bob, and Wild Jerry, and RL. Listen, about this, can you hear me, Bob?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I missed out on hearing you guys speak about this CR omnibus bill that's probably tonight going to pass through the Senate. And
Hello?
it says that it's got 1,603 pages in it that's never been read, and yet we're going to pass it. So where have we heard this stuff before?
And Obamacare.
Do we never learn?
You have to pass it before you know what's in it.
I heard a senator, I don't know whether it was Perry, the other night, make a comment, and it may have been last night, that it's not even been printed, that the Congress cannot read it because it hadn't been put out in print yet. So, I can't understand that. It makes no sense.
Well, it might be 2,603 pages time they get through.
Well, this is the Obama thing. The senators hadn't read this thing, and this is it makes no sense to me whatsoever. Just like this, that this thing could not have been brought out.
Makes
6
perfectly good
weeks
sense if you realize
ahead of
they're all
time
working
where
at
it
the
could
same
be
ball.
read and discussed. And also, there's no point, in my opinion, in having a bill that is so many thousand pages, because you cannot, I don't care if you're a superhuman being, you cannot read and understand all this stuff, especially in the legal terms that it is written.
Amen, brother.
The main problem we have in this country right now is we have no recourse after we elect somebody. After the election's over, these buttholes can do whatever they want, and we have no recourse. And they have, like Gruber says, and it's not just Democrats, it's both parties, have no respect for the voter after the election's over.
Absolutely.
We got this district representative from the 5th District in Kentucky representing us up there in Washington, and they have put this rider bill onto this bill that's going to allow the export-import banks to fund coal-fired power plants abroad. Now, that's not... Here they have cut the jobs out of hard-working men and women that have mines for a living here in Kentucky. And our representative up there in Washington is doing his best to get the World Bank to finance coal-fired plants abroad, not doing one iota for the people that's up here that's soon going to be on starvation and be homeless, looks like, if they don't do something. But everything they do goes against what the working man needs them to do. So,
Well, that's true. You just see it. What goes in is not what comes out when you put it to the legislative and all of the bureaucratic pressures that are on our legislators, just like this current budget supposedly was approved and cut and dried back in September of this year. So really, you had to vote for it, even though that wasn't what you really intended to vote for.
Well, what I read, guys, this new Congress that's going to be coming in the first of the year, the reason that this gang that's up there now is trying to push this bill through, because it's going to have to be decided on again in February, and they're going to leave that immigration problem to the new Congress to deal with. These guys that's up there now don't have the balls to go ahead and take care of the situation, so they're just going to pass this little temporary bill and then leave it for the February Assembly to take care of.
Right.
We got a bunch of people up there the people in Washington are not like you guys in La Follette. If they've got a mouth, they don't speak. And I just really appreciate hearing you guys talk, and
Right.
make a lot of sense.
Well, just like a lot of our, yeah, a lot of
I
our,
saw the Ronnie pictures real good from where I'm at. It's looking better all the time, every week.
Okay.
what?
You want to know why? Because I can see Ronnie and Tommy on camera, and if you guys could see them on camera and get to hear you guys say the best of both worlds. Just the best of both worlds.
Well, you know, our commissioners, you know, some of them say, well, we didn't vote for a tax increase. If they voted for the budget, they voted for a tax increase.
Well, we'll be voting for some more, too.
Right.
And this new tax reform that's going to happen the first of the year.
Right.
When Congress meets again. And all this money that we're saving on gasoline right now, they're going to sock it to us. And
They're going to add more taxes to the gasoline.
Sure they are.
And that sword right there, whenever they do this, these gas prices are not going to stay where they're at forever. But that tax, what they're talking about, the state's talking about putting a tax on, as well as the federal. Now, when they do this, whenever gas prices go back up, this tax is going to stay on there. And when the president was running for office, he was asked something about this gas price, and he said he had no objections for it going to $5 a gallon, because Europe was paying $5. So he had no objections to it as long as it did not go all at once. So he may get his $5 a gallon if they tax enough taxes on it now, and it will go back up. It's not going to stay down there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So there's where we're going to get stuck, and whenever it starts going back up, they're going to say, well, it's the price of oil going up, but the tax is already going to be embedded in it,
Right,
and they'll never go back down.
Sure. Well, guys, you all are sounding good up here in the hills today. Keep up the good work.
All right, we appreciate you. Okay. See ya.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Okay. You know, a while ago I was talking about nobody here in this town makes any move towards getting somebody.
Well, that's all I'm going to do today. So if you're watching this thing and not listening anywhere else, you might want to go to 1450 WLAF and go listening there. The picture's over. That's enough for one day. You can only stand so much. Me and Tommy sure do think you. She's got a sore mouth and some flowers. Awful good looking daddy. And see you next week. Tally ho.
Thank you.
Away we go. Next week with a brand new show, if I can figure out how to turn us off here. Okay, here we go.